Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Razorbacks will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Texas Longhorns offense will get the first swing of the game. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And, David, it's something that coaches are always...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try the run. Still on his feet at the 25. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Longhorns' first season in the SEC was a rousing success and so close to even more with a late loss to Ohio State. Steve Sarkisian and the Horns have the expectations right where they want them.
You said expectations. Has there ever been more hype around a quarterback in Arch Manning since, I don't know, Tim Tebow? People are expecting so much out of this young quarterback. If he hits the ceiling, David, this is going to be a really tough team to beat.
And he showed you flashes a year ago when he filled in for Quinn Ewers, and I think those flashes were so great. And then Texas, man, this is a program that's on the rise. The last couple years, making it to the Final Four in the sport, they're ready to take that next step.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. He's got him in the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Bringing the heat. Hauls it in. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Manning. Got his man on the right.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
Give to the running back. You'll take this every time, 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Finds his big tight end. Turning it on. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw, it's Manning. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He's got it on the run. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
The snap sets up to throw. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Longhorns! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Razorbacks offense will go to work for the first time. A matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, And we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Blake. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
And the Razorbacks are rolling down the field. Back to pass, it's Green. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
The Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Nice move to pick up yardage. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on 3rd down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target, knock it loose for an incompletion. And now it's decision time if you're on offense. What do you do here on 4th?
And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Here's the handoff. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Bevo is a ground-based animal, and he has to like what he's seeing right now from this running game.
Yeah, the beef up front doing their job, creating some holes, making some alleys, get those running backs. I think Texas, when you can pound the rock and you can use your big guys up front, you can win a lot of football games.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Washington. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to pass. It's Manning. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
To the ground with the back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Caught in the backfield. It's Wingo. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
And they decide to trot out the kicker from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Absolutely perfect. They're up by a touchdown here in the first.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. On the run, it's Washington. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration, everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
A That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Under fire. It's complete to the right. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. Think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air. It's Green. The quick out. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Wants to throw again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Second and 10. He'll throw again. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback on the keeper. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Scanning the field, it's Green. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. If I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
And here comes the offense on second down. Off play action. Completes the shuffle pass. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's Wingo. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They're going to run it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Quickly to the tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, 1st down.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. There's the pressure. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to the counter play. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
The counter run play is really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to the strong side, but now they run it back weak, and they're pulling offensive linemen. This defense better be ready, because this won't be the last time today they see the counter run.
They're working that left side.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big 3rd down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy, because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Texas! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Back to throw, it's Green. Under fire. Looking for a big play. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Tight end now in motion. Trying play action. Going to try to get it himself. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got him wide open. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Manning. Takes a hit as he fires. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And the Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Use the play fake, now to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Caught behind the line. It's Washington. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the 2nd half.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quick strike complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Pressure coming. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jones. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Green. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop them? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a...
There he goes. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Off play action on first down. Gets it out fast. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Got his man. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. He unleashed that one. Some serious spin rate, some revolutions on that one.
You want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Absolutely center cut. That'll close the gap to 14.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half. So now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Back to throw. It's Green. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear. One of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
Got it in the middle. It's Jones. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They'll try to run for it. Turning it on. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Razorbacks are on the move. Might as well give it to him again. On the move at the 30. There he goes. Big time run on that one as he goes out of bounds right at the 10.
And how about the big play by this running back? Nice job running with the football. Good balance, seeing where he needed to go with the football. Finishing the run, he gets knocked out of bounds. But how about this offense set up now on 1st and goal?
The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Washington. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The jet sweep pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
This is a tough one. A third and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. Back to throw. It's Green. He wants it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball, and I think he was anticipating on 3rd and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. From his end zone, he'll go up top. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Now facing 2nd and 10 from their own 1, and the defense frothing to keep them bottled up. They'll go to the ground. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Green. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I'll tell you what, really good job by the defense, having vision on the quarterback. And as soon as he threw that football, man, they broke on the football right away, didn't waste time, and got the running back on the ground for no gain.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. With the catch, it's Blake. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on it, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Between the uprights, it's good. Now the lead is down to 11. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. A little screen to the running back.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The Longhorns have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Running back searching for a hole. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they're after him. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
This offense just hasn't found its rhythm in the second half. First half, they kind of got a little something cooking, put some points up. Here in the second half, after halftime, they got the punt. They give up a sack. They've got to get something positive to build some momentum for their squad.
And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. The give on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Gets the back moving. Looking downfield, it's Green. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
The play-action fake. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This has been the problem for the offense in this game so far, guys. They're getting down into the red zone, but they're not able to punctuate these drives with touchdowns. They've had to settle for field goals already, and getting sacked on first down in the red zone again is putting them in a bad position all of a sudden, moving backwards. The offense has got to be better in this critical area.
And the Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Green. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. He wants to throw it. The screen, he can go. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? From the gun, running back gets to give. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
The give to the back. At the 20, he's got space.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Longhorns, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Hand off from the shotgun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
The Longhorns come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Past the first down marker and still running.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Wingo. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example thereof.
The give to the tailback. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Pocket breaking down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on third down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge third down conversion for this offense.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wingo. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
Got it behind the line. It's Wingo.
Second down pass. Complete to the wideout. Loses 4. Brings up 3rd down.
And they have converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
The official says no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Going to the running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
The Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. To the air, it's Green. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Right on the money. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Makes the grab on the shuffle. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Obvious thinking here. Get the two-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. Pushes ahead. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further.
Texas 20, Arkansas 15.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Texas offense. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Longhorns have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Using the quick game. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Longhorns have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Catch in the middle. It's Washington. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he
Nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. They're trying to slam it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone.
Arkansas, 15.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Texas.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hill. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Makes the quick grab. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's got him. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
To the air, it's Green. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. The hand to the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They go right back to him. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Tight end finds a soft spot. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
The give to the back. Breaks into the open. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll move the wide receiver. Grabbed behind the line. It's Moore. Bulldozes his way through. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Shakes off the defender. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
To throw, it's Manning. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Texas! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. They are set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Immediately fires to the middle. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Dropping back, it's Green. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Snagged in the middle. It's Blake. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 30. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. Lost to throw again. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Fires to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Here's the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Throws for the tight end. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
He's moving out of the pocket. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smashes it through for the PAT.
That makes the score. Texas 34.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They go to the ground. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well, but now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
Texas.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw, it's Green. Rushes on him. Escapes trouble. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.